SummerSlam predictions 2025, the first two-night SummerSlam. I'll try and do the matches for Saturday first predictions, then I'll do Sunday, but I might make a mistake, so just bear with me. Okay. First of all, I'm going to talk about the match that I don't even know whether it's on Saturday or Sunday. And the match I'm most looking forward to is the six-way TLC match. Originally, everyone thought we should have had this match at WrestleMania, but obviously that was a triple threat. It was the Street Profits versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY, and that was absolutely brilliant. But we ended up getting the War Raiders versus the New Day. Thanks. So at least here they're trying to make up for it. 25 years after the amazing triple threat ladder match, and the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. So in the six-way ladder match, we've got the White Six, the Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium, the Street Profits, DIY, and Rey Fenix and Andrade. I almost forgot then. I think I've said everyone there as well. This match is going to be absolutely incredible. I don't care who wins. More than likely, the White Six are probably going to win, but I want to throw a weird curveball out there. I'm going to give it to Fraxium. Okay, I feel like how good they were in NXT and how good they are coming up and everything like that, this seems like the perfect time to basically give them a championship and like to be able to beat every single championship. I don't feel like the Y6 should win because they're not the best in-ring tag team. I'm not saying Fraxium are, but obviously DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits, they've all had it. Rey Fenix and Andrade, they're obviously then new and upcoming. But then again, you could give it to Andrade and Rey Fenix, basically just to put them like, up there to prove that they are a good tag team. But I'm going to go for Fraxium. Another match on Saturday is a very weird stipulation. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, like the third match they've got. I was expecting something like a lead pipe match or something, but no. If Sami loses, he has to say that Kross was right, but then if Kross loses, he has to say Sami was right. I think something along those lines. It's very, very weird. But you know what? Why not? Let's just give it to Karrion Kross. More than likely, Sami's going to win, and obviously just go off and do his own thing. But maybe also at least do a heel turn from Sami Zayn. So I'm going to say Karrion Kross actually can win this, and it's going to be the start of Sami Zayn actually turning heel. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, the Brons, versus Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. You can't expect Roman Reigns to lose this, can you? No. So more than likely, we're going to get Roman Reigns obviously pinning probably Bronson Reed, and then we're going to get Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, this is my guess, taking out Roman Reigns after the match. So obviously you can go off and film Street Fighter and Jey Uso will be in the background eating. Yeah. All they've got to do basically to make it a handicap match is just drag Jey Uso up to the entranceway, and it'll take them about half an hour just to get back down again. Same with Jeff Hardy. Whether Jey and Roman actually win or not, I predict at the end that Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed are going to take out Roman so we can go and film Street Fighter. But I'm still going to say Roman Reigns picks up the victory by pinning Bronson Reed. Another tag team match on Saturday is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the champions, versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Most people, are going to pick Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So am I. It's Charlotte Flair. She's been back now for what? Nearly 9 months, is it? 8 months? And she hasn't won a title yet. It seems weird. So yeah. And then maybe actually the actual tag team division of the women's side can actually get, elevated a little bit more. And then maybe Liv Morgan will come back and, I don't know. A weird prediction. Maybe Liv Morgan comes back and she teams with Roxanne Perez and takes out Raquel because Raquel decided to replace her. That's my weird prediction. That's nothing to do with this. But yeah, still. But I'm going to go for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss because, yeah, it's Charlotte Flair. I predicted at the Evolution pay-per-view that Judgment Day were going to retain, and then that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were actually going to win the titles before the match was even announced, so it'd be weird for me not to announce them as potential winners. And another tag team match, this is probably stupid, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, because they're best friends apparently, versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Normally a celebrity wins, but because it's a tag team match, I'm going to say that Logan Paul hits Jelly Roll with the brass knucks or knuckles, whatever they're called, picks up the win, and obviously Jelly Roll's like, I don't know what happened, I'm so sorry, it's so bad. And then maybe Randy Orton will RKO him. Not like a heel version of Randy Orton, just a... Yeah. But I think it's going to be like, just Jelly Roll's going to be a little bit slow, but obviously we'll take account that he is a celebrity, and it'll just be like, okay, all right, yeah, it's fine, nothing terrible. Then be like, oh my god, wow, he's done one amazing move. I don't know what it'll be, but yeah. But I am predicting that Logan Paul pins Jelly Roll. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. Okay. Most people, I feel like you're going to build up Jade Cargill to obviously win the championship because she's the queen of the ring. It kind of makes sense. Why would you bring it to this point? But I also think as well, the story between her, Bianca and Naomi isn't over yet. So, what if Tiffany Stratton actually retains her? Like, most people don't have Jade Cargill, but I'm going to give you my reason as to why I think it's going to be Tiffany soon. Tiffany's just been on an absolute roll. I really do think she has, and I do feel like there's more to get from Tiffany Stratton. I know she won at WrestleMania, SummerSlam. There's a lot of times when people have lost the championships at SummerSlam. Same with other things really as well. But I'm actually going to go for Tiffany Stratton to retain her. Like I said before in previous videos, if we could swap them around as an answer, this would be that one. But let's go on to, I am assuming, actually will be the actual main event, is CM Punk versus Gunther. Okay, there's rumours going around that if CM Punk wins, Seth Rollins cashes in, whether he's injured or not. But technically he shouldn't be allowed to do that, and it wouldn't really work. And it depends obviously how the Bronson and Braun Breaker match goes, all that other stuff. So I can just see Gunther just winning. Like, people say his last world title reign was, not exactly that great with his defences and that, but having a win over CM Punk doesn't need the title. Like, Gunther's an up-and-coming star. Yeah, I'd love to see CM Punk win, and if Seth Rollins cashed in, that would be absolutely brilliant. But no, I think it's just going to be a straight Gunther wins. Probably sounds a bit boring, but yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's Saturday done. Now let's do Sunday. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Solo Sikoa is the United States champion inside of a steel cage. I mean, like, you can just walk through the door, Jesse. But okay, the old MFT, they won't get involved because they can't. Who's going to help Jacob Fatu? Maybe Jimmy will. I kind of think that, Jacob Fatu is already done the main event scene. He can go a bit further on, and he's going to keep going. So if Jacob wins, obviously he carries on with the whole situation, but I can see Solo actually winning this. I know SummerSlam's a lot of times for people to keep the titles, to change the titles over, but Solo's not that long won it. Yeah, but I'm going to go for Solo to retain. It's probably stupid, but yeah, I think Solo actually is going to retain, obviously with the help of his MFT and all stuff. Maybe someone returns, maybe, is it Tongaloa? Not Tongaloa. Tomatonga. Or, what's his name now? Or Zilla Fatu or somebody. Maybe Zilla Fatu comes out and helps Jacob. But in the end of it, I'm going to say that Solo is basically going to win this. Another title match. Intercontinental Women's Championship. Becky Lynch, champion, versus Lyra Valkyria. A no DQ match. Okay. If Lyra doesn't win this time, she can't challenge Becky again for the title. You're just going to keep going backwards and forwards, aren't you? So I'm going to say Becky's actually going to win this. I know a lot of champions are basically retaining, and a lot of obviously heels, and you want obviously the baby faces to win. But if Becky wins, okay, she can go and have a feud with Bayley, over the Intercontinental Championship, and bring more prestige to it. Now, if Lyra wins again, then Becky can challenge her again, and it just keeps going back and forth. As much as I love Lyra Valkyria's work, I'm actually going to give it to Becky Lynch, and that has been one of the greatest programs. Is that the word I'm looking for? Storylines. Another title match on Sunday. I like title matches. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. I've had a lot of people, retaining the title, so I need to change some titles over. Let's say that AJ Styles wins the Intercontinental Championship, because obviously Dominic Mysterio's got this whole AAA thing going on where he appeared. I'm not sure what show it was. But then again, they might want Dominic Mysterio to actually, keep his title and obviously promote it over there. But then if we go through the AAA Mega title, can you see him being both champions and then losing it? I probably should change one of my answers, really, to someone winning. But you know what? I'm going to go for AJ. Most of these answers are probably terribly wrong, but still, Maybe it'll be a surprise. Maybe I'll be right. This could be the greatest match on Sunday if the TLC match is on Saturday. The women's triple threat match. Naomi cashed in on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky's match, okay, to become your new women's world champion. Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Okay. I'm going to say that Naomi wins. 2 reasons. 1, so Rhea can't say that she's beat Io, and I don't think they've actually want Io as the champion anymore. But also as well, I can see Naomi holding it for a little bit longer. Okay, and actually Jade Cargill probably winning the Royal Rumble and having Jade Cargill versus Naomi versus Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. Yeah, holding it for that long. That's why I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win on Saturday, and I think Naomi's going to win here. Also as well, I can see her doing it like some weird Weasley way, but I'm going to say Naomi pins Io Sky. The last match is the street fight between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to go off and film Street Fighter, and John Cena is still going to be there. But I've had too many people retaining the titles, and I do think John Cena is actually going to win. But I'm going to go against what I think, and I'm going to go for Cody Rhodes to win the actual WWE, is it Undisputed Universal, whatever title they call it these days, the WWE Championship. Maybe people getting involved. Does The Rock return? Maybe he does. Maybe it's like The Rock's actually helping out Cody Rhodes, but then why? What would that even achieve? So I can just see Cody Rhodes winning the WWE Championship, and then maybe John Cena announcing that his very last match is for the WWE Championship. I don't really know. There's a lot of these things I want to change around in my head, but I'm going to keep them exactly the same. Let me know what you think. Let me know your predictions. Tell me if you think I'm right, how stupid I am, how right you think I am, because I like to be different sometimes. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.